It has all come down to this, sort of, kind of. We'll figure it out eventually. This is Game 5 of the 2002 rBBL Season 14 World Series. This Matt 95 has the lead. What? Yes, Matt 95 has the lead 2.5 games to 1.5 games. And you may be wondering how that is possible. But, well, they did tie one of their games earlier on in the series, which means that if Charguider gets the win tonight, there will be a 6th game in this World Series. It's never happened before. But we are very excited to show you this 5th game of the World Series here live on the Backyard Sports Center. Hey everyone, this is Alex here to give you a little bit of an intro. And if you want to learn more about these two teams that are going head-to-head, I'm going to send it now to your play-by-play announcer, Mr. Mello, math teacher. Mello, I've heard you've done some pretty good scouting. What can you tell me about these two teams?
Of 9 hitters on the Expos have 64 or more power, but none of them have more than 89 power. So these guys just like to hit liners, hit liners, hit liners. They just are really solid at hitting the ball. Only one weak hitter in the lineup, now Tina Herrera down there at the bottom. The Johto Golds, on the other hand, have a lot of very potent home run threats. 5 out of 9 have at least 84 power. 3 out of 9 have at least 95 power, but they've also got 3 guys of 29 power or less, very weak hitters with speed to just ground their way on. So on the Golds, everyone has their own role with power players versus weak grounder players, with only Murray Goldman kind of sitting in the middle. Furthermore, the Montreal Expos, not much high-end speed, only 2 tier 7s, but 5 tier 6s, so they have some decent speed on the paths. 1 tier 5 and 1 tier 4, so not much on the slow end. Johto Golds, on the other hand, also work in extremes as far as speed is concerned. They've got a tier 8 in Grace Tipton and 3 tier 7s, and tier 7 is a killer speed to be at on a no speed decreasing field like Super Colossal Dome. Conversely, they do have 1 tier 6, 1 tier 5, and 3 tier 4 speeds. So, Johto Gold, should they run into bad luck and pop-ups, they've got some slow pokes toward the back of the order that they're going to need to be cautious of.
I hope you all got that because there will be a test at the end of this game to see if you remember any of that. Um, the big thing for me is the Expos have Derek Jeter, while the Golds have really the big player that stands out for me would probably be Marcellus Marks. Those are the two big first rounders. And you can tell immediately from, well, not immediately because Marcellus is, yes, a power hitter, but like really the only other two power hitters is kind of Kenny Powers and Parker Collum. The rest, as you had mentioned earlier, more of a power, like more of a contact centric team outside of Murray. But this is definitely more of a, you could argue that Betty Houston's probably their best power hitter, but like even then her contact is really not the greatest. But regardless, that has not stopped Matt 95 from winning 2 out of these 4 games that they have played thus far. That does not mean the Char Guider is out of it. As I mentioned earlier, they did play to a tie earlier in the series. So really, all it comes down to is this is probably going to be the most important game. This is definitely the most important game, because if Charguider loses, then Matt 95 has officially won the whole thing. But I don't know, very exciting game. There's a lot at stake, of course, this being the World Series. You'll also notice that Matt 95 is playing on the Macintosh version of the game. You can see the mouse is just ever so slightly different. It's yellow instead of white. I say let's go ahead and get right into it.
In any case, it is the Golds who
Oops.
are batting as the. Now we see a. Nope, we now see a completely different video.
No, do we? Oh, oops. Yep. No, you're right. Nope, this is the right one.
Okay. It is the AI Golds starting it off batting. Fernando Diaz on the dish. Swing and a miss from AI Barry. It looks like there's already one out.
Is there? Oh,
Yeah.
it must have skipped through. Yeah, because Marcellus was a leadoff batter. We're
Yeah,
kind of like,
Marcellus leads
yeah,
off.
we're kind of like this.
Marcellus bunts to Fernando. Fernando makes the routine play.
We're just gonna like
Here
skim through
comes AI
these,
Barry Larkin.
defensive bits, unless there's like something crazy that happens here.
AI Barry grounds one over to Kristen, making the routine play. Here is AI Kenny Powers. Kenny Powers, one of the 10 custom players in this season. Swing and a miss. 2-2 to Kenny.
Diaz is a good pitcher.
A third grounder, fielded by Fernando. Routine play to first. Now, here comes player control Ty Cobb. The Expos will begin. Ty Cobb leading things off for the Expos. Bounces a grounder to the left side. Barry Larkin scoops it up. The throw to first just in time. Next up is Derek Jeter. Batting .428 this postseason. Equips the line drive bat without hesitation.
And that's the best choice for him to use.
Heater knocked away foul on the inside. Olga Tollefson on the dish. On the mound. Liner to Derek, straight up the middle, but Barry Larkin is up there to scoop it right out of the air. Ingrid Dahlman coming up now. Heading over to the grounder bat. Low slow ball down the middle. Eclipses the bottom of the zone for a strike. Heater to the inside. Bounce over along the third baseline. Kenny Powers runs over to it, but cannot get there in time as Ingrid sprints her way to first and is aboard with a 2-out single. Mo Vaughn stepping up now. His 86 power bat, he might be able to move Ingrid around. Hit and run, clearly the strategy here as Mo watches ball one. Slow ball to the inside, fouled away hard by Mo. Coach Matt continuing to eye hit and run as a curveball misses inside. 2-1 to Mo. Heater to the inside. Mo swings. Flies over to right field. Grace is under it. Grace makes the catch. And the Expos have no score in the first inning. We now proceed to the AI Expos first inning. Ty Cobb leading off with a bunt. Bounces straight over to Kenny Kawaguchi, who makes the routine play. Ingrid Dahlman is next. It's a hard liner over to the left side. Olga fields it in left. And that is a single. Next up is Derek Jeter, who bounces one along the third baseline. Kenny on his wheels. And cannot make any play off of his weak arm and will not attempt a throw. Does not want to force something. The AI Expos have 2 on. Bo swings, sends a fly ball to Marcellus in left center field. And he cannot make the catch. He dives onto the ball. Ingrid is rounding third. And Ingrid will score for the AI Expos. It is currently 0 to -1 in favor of the Expos. Grounder. Kenny scoops it up, throws home. A heads-up play from the defense. Get Derek Jeter out at home. Chipper Jones up for the AI Expos now. A slow ball well inside. And he aims the slow ball inside again. Grounder bouncing to the left side. Kenny scoops it up. Kenny throws it to Kenny to end the AI threat in the first inning. Now it is the Golds, who in their very first batting opportunity, controlled by Charguider, already have a hole they need to dig out of. A grounder, I can't believe that was called fair. It looked like it was to the left of the bag, but it is called fair, and Barry is aboard with a single on that hard hit grounder along the line. Grace Tipton is up next. A curveball well high, Grace trying to lean into it with her face. Not a very particularly graceful move. Not sure if that's a fastball or slow ball to the inside. Must have been a slow fastball. As Grace and Barry both advance on the grounder. Marcellus Marks. Here's a powerful bat, looking to drive them in. Fouls away the curveball. The inside in the first pitch. Bit of a dangerous pitch with a curve so far inside. Our bats tend to do better on the outside, like that pitch. Although it was high in the zone, Marcellus lets it go, avoiding the pop-up. Switches over to the grounder bat on 2 strikes. Another one to the inside. Ball grounces hard, and it is Kristen Sullivan who has to dive on it, but cannot get up and recover in time, and the bases are now loaded for the Iceman himself, Parker Collum. Equipping the immediate power bat. Pops one high to the right side. It is Chipper Jones looking to get under it, just short of the warning track, but he cannot make the catch. Grace is rounding third. Barry has scored. Grace will score. Marcellus making his way over to third, and that is a double off of Chipper Jones's error. Olga Tollefson at the plate now. Olga should have an easy route to first with first base empty. The out and in curve. Bouncing a grounder, but it bounces straight to Fernando. Unfortunately, not well aimed for Olga. Here comes Kenny Powers. Kenny Powers, another custom, much like Ty Cobb, the real-world MLB player. This guy is part of a sitcom. Swings and misses at a heat. He has 100 batting power, but 1 contact. He can absolutely annihilate the ball as he fouls that one off, but he has a very difficult time keeping it in play. 0-2 pitch. The out and in curve fouled away once again. You can think of Kenny Powers as a more extreme version of Sally Dobbs at the plate. The early swing knocked it foul just to the left of the foul line. Still 0-2 to Kenny Powers. The out and in curve once again. Fouled away again. Kenny Powers keeping this at-bat alive. The in and out curve. Cannot reach that one as it curves well outside for the strikeout. From Kenny to Kenny. This time it's Kawaguchi. The out and in curve. Knocked away foul. Kenny aiming for the right side, it looks like. Out and in curve, just inside. Out and in curve once again. Popped up just a little bit. Tina running forward and snagging it out of the air. Through 1 inning, the score is 1-0 in favor of the Golds. The AI Golds have Parker Gollum hit a hard line drive to Ingrid in left field. Ingrid cannot quite hold on to it, but Parker makes an unwise advancement, and they get the out anyway. AI Libby Futterman at the plate now. She watches a curveball glance the outside corner. And it looks like she got out somehow. Here is Grace Tipton. AI Grace bounces a bunt straight in front of Fernando. The throw is not quite in time as Grace has the killer speed. Olga Tollefson sends a liner to the shortstop position. Marcellus cannot field that cleanly, and now it is the Golds that have 2 on as an AI team. Murray Goldman. Something happened with Murray Goldman. It looks like a steal attempt went awry. And now it is the Expos in the bottom of the second. Tristan Sullivan at the plate now. Watches a slow ball curve to the outside. Tristan Sullivan batting an astonishing .894 this postseason. Bounces a grounder straight to the pitcher. And the routine play is made. Fernando Diaz at the plate. Bounces a grounder to the left side, bounces right over third base. It is a fair ball, and Fernando will reach. Fernando looking a little bit slow. He might have lost some stamina at some point. Betty Houston, before she got her last name corrected, is at the plate now. The in and out curve. In there first. Ooh, that looked low to me. Just a teeny tiny pixel glance off the bottom of the zone. Heater to the inside, graces straight through Betty's pigtail. Out and in curve, Betty doesn't like it. It's another strike, another called strike. Not a good pitch to swing at, but Betty needs to get defensive here. And that she does, hitting a big foul ball over to the left side. Good foul. Out and in curve. Eddie taking no chances. She hammers one hard, flying over to right field. Grace tipped him, pushing against the wall, and it must have bounced off the wall. Betty is safe at first, but it doesn't quite clear the wall. That is a long, long single. Here comes Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones with an 82-62 bat. Can do some damage. Watches a curveball pass high for a ball. Another high fastball. Knocked away foul. Lucas seems to like pitching it high in the zone. Another pitch high in the zone. Again, fouled away. Olga Tolfson, if I recall correctly, has a 100 fastball. Another fastball, this time well high. Fernando advances and then retreats, losing the hit and run possibility for Coach Matt. Slow ball right down the middle. Chipper pokes one over to the right side, and Grace is there with the catch. Grace will play as Tina Herrera is stepping up to the plate, the only batter on the Montreal Expos lineup that does not have a powerful bat. Immediately equips the undergrounder, doing what she needs to do, and it pops up in center field, bounces against the wall. Tina will have a double easily. Fernando will score. And Betty, looking to go home, it was a late advancement. Will she get there in time? She will. I'm not sure I would have sent her, but apparently there was some weak arms in the field that Betty took advantage of. Some shrewd coaching there on the base paths. Ty Cobb back up from the top of the order. Sends a fly ball all the way over to the left side. Tina will round third. A bad throw from Kenny Kawaguchi. A second bad throw from Kenny Kawaguchi. And Ty is rounding second, sliding into third with time to spare. And there's the third run for the Expos. Here comes Derek Jeter, looking to continue the 2-out rally. Slow ball, high and outside, catching the corner for a strike. Jeter right down the middle, lined hard by Derek. That will get Marcellus home in plenty of time. And that's not Marcellus, that's Ty Cobb. Apologies. Score is now 4-1 Expos, I believe. Ingrid Dahlman fouled away on what looked like a late swing. She's lucky to have made contact with it. 0-1 to Ingrid. Looking to hit and run here. Bouncing a grounder over to the left side. Derek's on his horse, but not quite quick enough as the out is made at second to end the top of the second, since the Expos are going first. It's the AI Expos batting for the second time now. Swing and a miss from Fernando. We already seem to have an out. There's the second out. Tina Herrera. Watching more slow balls to the inside. Swung and missed on that one. Now it is the Gold's turn in the bottom of the second. They trail by 3. Murray Goldman swings and bounces a grounder right in front of the catcher. Tina scoops it up, makes the routine play to first. Murray cannot seem to move very quickly. Here comes Libby Futterman. She's got a borderline power bat at 87 power. An early swing causes her to miss. Fouls one off. It is 0-2 to Libby. Switching over to the line drive bat. It is Barry Larkin who is on deck at the top of the order. Swing and a line drive over to the right side. It is Chipper Jones just barely grabbing it before it bounces on the ground. An athletic play from Chipper. Here comes Barry Larkin back to the top for the Golds. Fly ball to the left side, right over Kristen, who tries to jump for it but can't quite get there. It is Ingrid who needs to field it as Barry is aboard with a single. Here comes Grace Tipton, fastest player on the field right now. Looking to ground her way on and move Barry. She watches a heater to the outside. Slow ball right down the middle. Bounces one right in front of the catcher. Tina scoops it up. The throw to second is not in time as the hit and run play is well executed by Coach Chargeider. Marcellus Marks at the plate, immediately equipping the power bat. The in and out curve, Marcellus doesn't chase, 1-0. Slow ball, well outside. Fernando Diaz doesn't seem to want to pitch to Marcellus. But it's not good to walk him because Parker is on deck. Low, 3 straight balls. Fernando appears to be afraid. Ooh, the big freeze right down the middle fools Marcellus. Hitter to the inside, bounces straight to the pitcher. The throw to third is in time for the out. And a big sigh of relief for the Expos. Heading into the third inning. We see that the player-controlled Fernando Diaz has indeed lost some stamina. Betty Houston looking to come in for relief. AI Murray Goldman is at the plate, watches a curve pass for a ball. Murray pokes one to the right side of the outfield. Chipper is under it, cannot make the catch. Tries to field it and get it to first in time, but not in time. Here comes Kenny Kawaguchi. This may be a prime double play opportunity. Betty has a hard time fielding it. And they'll have to settle for the out at second as it bounces off of Betty a little too hard to get Kenny at first. Marcellus Marks, very dangerous AI hitter to pitch to. Marcellus watches a curveball squeak the corner for a strike. Marcellus bunts one. Tina scoops it up. The throw to second in time. The throw to first not in time. Here comes Barry Larkin. AI Barry can really pound those liners and hit it out of the park once in a while. An attempt to steal from Marcellus is successful as Tina does not quite have a pristine arm. Her arm is 87. Maybe if they try the click mashing technique, it would have worked. Swing and a miss from Barry Larkin. Barry Larkin watches a low curveball scrape the zone. Grounder bounces in front of Betty. The throw to first. Not quite in time. Betty's weak arm comes back to bite her. It is Kenny Powers on with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Coach Matt making some defensive changes, putting a fresh arm on the mound in Kristen Sullivan. Swing and a miss from Kenny, early swing. 100 power, but 1 contact. And it is a grounder. Ty Cobb running over to scoop it up. The throw to second just barely in time. Betty having a hard time navigating second base, but the play was just barely made to prevent the score. Now it is the Expos who are batting under the control of Matt. Mo Vaughn watches ball 1. It is the top of the third right now. A strike off the top of the zone. Mo Vaughn with a high strike zone. Being tall as he is. Mo Vaughn pokes one to left field. Kenny doesn't even move. Marcellus pushing against the wall to no avail. It is a solo shot for Mo Vaughn, as Mo Vaughn will instantaneously warp to home plate using the powers that defy physics. Kristen Sullivan at the plate. Bouncing a grounder over to the left side. Scooped up by Kenny Powers. The throw to first is not in time. Fernando Diaz is up now following the single. And with the grounder bat ready. Fouls one away. Coach Matt continuing to utilize the hit and run technique. Fastball down the middle. A grounder bounces straight over to the pitcher and just past her. The throw to first is in time, as that was Kristen, who advances to second off the sacrifice. Eddie Houston at the plate now. Very high slow ball. Betty lets it go. Another slow ball. Just barely hits the low outside corner for a strike. And it is Grace Tipton coming in to relieve Olga Tollefson from the right field position. It is a 5-run substitution. Heater right down the middle, low in the zone for a strike. Grace Tipton also likes to throw the heat, much like Olga does. Another heater, this time low. Betty isn't fooled. The out and in curve. Betty fouls one away, a good foul. Continuing to use the power bat on 2 strikes is Betty Houston. The slow ball to the outside. Betty hits it hard, right center field. Marcellus pushing against the wall, and it is another home run for the Expos. Speeding things up. We have never seen Betty run this fast before, and then Betty instantaneously warps to home plate. +7 score for the Expos right now. Dipper Jones hits one hard to center field. Marcellus stepping back a few steps, but is under it for the catch. Tina Herrera, bases empty, equipping the grounder bat, looking to ground her way on. The slow ball to the outside. Ball. Out and in curve. Swung at and fouled off. To the outside. Hit. A line drive straight to Grace Tipton to end the Expos offense in the third. I believe the Golds need to play their their offense in the third. And now we're looking at the fourth. We're looking at the AI Golds batting in the 4th inning, but we also need to see the player controlled Golds in the third. Alex, you there? I believe we need to see the golds play the bottom of the third.
Yes, yes, we do. Give me a second.
All right, to the third inning. This time it is the AI Expos playing. Well, the AI Expos batting, excuse me. Ty Cobb watches a ball. Ty Cobb watches another ball. Coach Chargeider with juice in reserve. He'll want to use that wisely. Player control Kenny Kawaguchi continuing to spam the very effective slow balls. Bounces one right to Kenny. The throw to first in time. Ingrid Dahlman up for the AI Expos. Slow ball fouled off by Ingrid. Slow ball watched. Hit the corner. 0-2 to Ingrid. And there is strike three. Derek Jeter for the AI Expos. Derek Jeter bounces a grounder to the left side. Kenny is under it. And it looks like the throw got there in time. AI Jeter is called safe. Bovon laces one to right field. Grace with the athletic play. But with a weak arm, she can't really do anything, and that will buy AI Jeter enough time to get to third, and we have another dilemma for the player control Golds defense. Kristen Sullivan swing and a miss. Runners are at the corners of 2 outs. Low ball 1. AI Kenny Kawaguchi continuing to spam that inside low corner. Kristen Sullivan not swinging at that one. Count 2-2. And a borderline call. There's the strikeout that they're looking for. The Golds, I believe, are down 7-1. There's Parker Collum. Iceman watching the ice ball. Consecutive big freezes thrown by Fernando Diaz. Parker Collum getting a lot of what he loves, but he's not loving it now. Parker Collum faces a 1-2 count with the bases empty, equipping the line drive bat. Trying to improve his contact. The out and in curve. Laced along the third baseline, but foul. Switching back to the power bat. Out and in curve. Wham! Hit hard. Parker Collum absolutely annihilates this ball. His patience pays off as he instantaneously warps his way around the bases. The ball continuing to bounce. We do not get an official measurement. Here comes Olga Tollefson. With the bases empty, she's looking to ground her way on and speed her way around. Bounces a grounder to the right side. Olga on her horse. No one is occupying first, and she will reach easily as a result. Ovan playing out of position enabled her to reach. Kenny Powers at the plate now. Curveball well above the zone. Kenny Powers looking for an opportunity. The heat to the outside. 2-0 to Kenny. Out and in curve. Kenny hits one hard. Fly to left center field. Ingrid Dahlman pushing against the wall to no avail, and that will score 2 more runs. That will make it 7-4 Expos. Chargeider's Golds are coming back in the bottom of the third. Here comes Kenny Kawaguchi. Fouled away on the first pitch. Out and in curve. Fouled away again. In and out, sorry. Kristen Sullivan coming in to relieve Fernando Diaz. Kristen coming in from third base for the 5-run substitution that the AI customarily makes. Out and in curve, Kenny bounces one right in front of the catcher. The field is playing in, but Kenny places it beautifully and will reach first with ease. Here comes Murray Goldman. High contact average power from Murray. Knocks away a foul ball to the right side. 0-1 to Murray. The in and out curve. Again, knocked along the first baseline, foul. The in and out curve, this time inside. Little too far inside, but Murray knocks one off the inside part of the bat, and it is a diving Ty Cobb who has to field it, and that is a single. Everyone advances. Libby Futterman with an opportunity for a power swing of 2-on. This can tie it. The in and out curve, Libby swings, hit hard, fly ball to center field. Shifted outfield lets Ingrid take care of it. The fly ball is caught. Barry Larkin coming up with 2 on and 1 out, flipping the line drive bat. Slow ball eclipses the top of the zone for a strike. The out and in curve. Lined hard. It's a 1-bouncer to Ty Cobb at the shortstop position. The out at third is in time, and the out at second is in time as Murray Goldman's slow speed bites them. And it halts the offense of the Golds. The score is now 7-4 Expos as we are halfway home. AI Grace Tipton with the bases empty and 2 outs. Watches a curve pass for a strike. AI Grace with the swing. It's a fly ball straight to pitcher Fernando Diaz. And now we head to the player-controlled Expos. Top of the 4th. Ty Cobb with a triple on the day. Looking to add to it as he hits one hard, straight up the middle. The shifted outfield will not be able to field it quickly. Ty with a double easily, and he's looking for more off the weak throw of Marcellus Marks, and he has a triple. He's looking to go all the way around, and it is an in-the-park home run for Ty Cobb, exploiting the poor fielding of Marcellus Marks. The Expos have made it 8-4. Derek Jeter looking to extend this lead. Line drive over to the left side, bounces along the fence. Derek Jeter rounding first, going into second, and a bullet from Barry Larkin is not quite in time. A double for Jeter. Ingrid looking to add to it. Coach Matt looking to hit and run with Derek on second. Foul ball from Ingrid makes it 0-1. Another foul ball from Ingrid, 0-2 now. Matt continuing to hit and run. Jeter to the outside, swung at and missed. And Derek Jeter moves and is forced to retreat. Vaughn with a homer on the day. Looked high, but Mo Vaughn has a tall strike zone. It is in there for a strike. Not an easy thing to adjust to. Swung at and fouled off. 0-2 to Mo Vaughn. Jeter to the inside, fouled away once again. Mo Vaughn, powerful but pretty average contact. Hit hard, fly ball to the right side. Bounces on the chalk, it is fair. Derek Jeter rounding third. And it is Barry Larkin trying to throw home, but it is not in time. Murray Goldman throws it back to second, and Mo Vaughn is caught in a pickle. And he retreats to first after having expended quite a bit of stamina, having made 3 or so turnarounds, maybe 4. Christian Sullivan lets the inside pitch go. Bouncing, a grounder to the left side. Barry Larkin has to dive on it. The throw to second in time. Move on. Out on the fielder's choice. Fernando Diaz at the plate. Swung at and fouled off. Fernando equipping the screaming line drive with only one on. Screaming line drive bounces almost all the way to the warning track dead center. Kristen looking to round second but trips as she does so. Kristen slides into third and then makes her way all the way around and she scores as Fernando Diaz, making use of the screaming line drive, is now all the way at second for the double. Kenny Powers coming in to relieve Grace Tipton. Kenny is coming from third base. Eddie Houston sends a fly ball to the left side of the field and it clears the fence, and that is two more. The Expos looking to try to run away with it. Here comes Chipper Jones, swinging at very late on the fastball. Fireball, sorry. Fastball, this time of the conventional sort. Fly ball to center field. It is Marcellus failing to make the catch. Chipper looking to round first, but then retreats. Here comes Tina Herrera. Looking to ground the ball. And a hit and run. And that's precisely what she wants to do. But Grace is there, well short of her third base position. Playing in, Grace is in just the right spot to make that catch. And now it is the AI Expos who are batting. Foul ball. AI Chipper Jones faces an 0-2 count. And watches strike three. Eddie Houston. Slow ball, just slow. AI Betty. Oh my goodness, that one got away from Kenny Kawaguchi. Almost hit Betty in the face. 3-0 count. Kenny not placing the slow ball very well right now. But Betty puts one in play. Fly ball to left field. Olga with the catch on 3-0. Fernando Diaz facing 0-1 with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Swung at and missed, and there's the strikeout. It is the Golds looking to respond. They are down 12-4 here in the bottom of the fourth. Grace Tipton bouncing a grounder between fielders playing in and will easily reach first. Marcellus Marks looking to get the rally started with a grounder. Early swing. Grace will easily steal as Tina Herrera, with her low aggression and not quite perfect arm, will allow Grace to advance uncontested. Swung at and missed. Two swings, not well timed for Marcellus Marks. Out and in curve. This time Marcellus makes contact, but it rolls straight to first base or move on. Grace will be bought enough time to advance to third, however. Here comes Parker Collum. Home run and a double on the day. Looking to bring Grace home and potentially more. Foul ball on the first pitch. In and out curve, swung at too early by Parker, strikes the inside of the bat. O2 to Parker. The out and in curve. Again, bounces the inside part of the bat. Parker will be out at first. Grace will be held at third. Here comes Olga Tollefson. Kenny Powers on deck. Olga will want to get on for Kenny. Olga bounces a grounder right in front of the catcher. perfectly placed, Olga will reach first easily. And he powers with his 100 power bat, but one contact. Can he finally... Well, he does have a home run on the day, actually. Can he deliver again? The Golds need him now, badly. Kenny Kawaguchi on deck. Olga Tolson getting ready to run. Swung at, hit hard, fly ball to left field. Ingrid on the move, trying to get under it. Will she get it? Will she get it? She jumps up, but does not quite get the glove all the way up. It's just barely out of her reach, and that's a home run. It is 12-7 Expos. The Golds are slowly climbing back. Kenny swung at Kenny Kawaguchi this time, swung at and missed on the inside pitch. Out and in curve, swung at and missed once again. You can tell Kenny's a little frustrated by the way the mouse moved a little. This time he makes contact. Kenny, rolling as fast as his wheels can take him, just gets there barely in time. It is Murray Goldman looking to move him around. We have a bit of a pause here. Murray Goldman bounces a grounder to the right side, into no man's land, scooped up by Mo Vaughn. Because players were out of position, that bought Murray Goldman enough time to get on base. And now it is Libby Futterman with an opportunity to get within two. She immediately equips the power bat. Curveball eclipses the corner for a strike. Switches tactics, equipping the undergrounder. Not a lot of speed on the paths for the undergrounder. He watches a strike pass, 0-2 to Libby. She's got to make something happen, and she does. She hits it under the ground. Murray on his horse. Kenny Kawaguchi on his wheelchair. Bounces over to right center field. Libby will stay put at first. And that will score Kenny Kawaguchi. A safe option to get another run across. Barry Larkin. Back to the top of the order. Bounces a grounder to the left side. Libby on her horse on the hit and run. Is Libby going to get there in time? She does! And the bases are loaded for Grace Tipton. Grace Tipton, not exactly a powerful hitter, but Coach Chargeider seems to account for that and is now equipping the screaming line drive without hesitation. Everyone's already moving. It almost clears the fence, but not quite. Libby rounding third. Barry rounding second. The weak throw from Olga Tollefson, I believe. No, not Olga. Betty. The weak throw from Betty will enable 2 runs to score, and all of a sudden it is 12-10. Marcellus Marks, with 2 on and 2 out, has an opportunity to take their first lead of the game. Marcellus bounces a grounder right in front of Kristen, will reach first without difficulty, as first base was empty. And now here comes Parker Collum. They called time as Chipper Jones was about to take the mound. Parker Collum. This is probably one of, if not the biggest at-bat he's had in his career. Fastball to the inside. Parker doesn't chase. Chargeider doing a quick stamina check. Parker Collum down 2 with bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th. Swung at and missed on the inside fastball. Iceman with ice in his veins. Another fastball to the inside. Parker does not chase it this time. 2-1. Chipper Jones likes the inside fastball. The in and out curve. Bounced a foul backwards. 2-2 to Parker. Crowds on the edge of their seats. It's hit hard. Right center field. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. It is a grand slam. And the Golds lead 14-12 in the bottom of the fourth. Olga Tollefson looking to continue the rally. Base is empty. This is ideal for Olga. Bouncing a grounder to the right side. Olga on her horse. Chipper having to dive for it, and that will buy Olga enough time. Here comes Kenny Powers, already with 2 home runs. Can he get a third? Out and in curve, swung at, missed. In and out curve. Foul ball bouncing back. Kenny Powers contemplates the line drive bat, sticks with power. Slow ball right down the middle. Hammered hard, but foul over to the right side. Peter to the inside. Kenny fouls it off. Great foul from Kenny. Powers. Facing 0-2. Slow ball to the inside. Fouled off once again. Another excellent foul. Crowd awaits with bated breath in this dome. Fouled off once again. Crowd's getting a lot of souvenirs from Kenny. His atrocious contact. Peter up high, well high, first ball of the at-bat, and Kenny is fooled into swinging high. It is now the AI Golds batting in the 5th. 2 innings to go. It is 14-12 Golds. Olga Tollefson striking out on the AI side. Murray Goldman sends a fly ball to the third base position. It bounces off of Kristen's glove. AI Murray Goldman will reach first. AI Kenny Kawaguchi. This may be a double play opportunity. Pops up high. AI Kenny lets it go. Strikeout. Here comes Marcellus Marks. AI Marcellus batting .076 this postseason. Adding a grounder over to the left side. Ingrid scoops it up. The throw to second in time. Expos down 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Need to rally. Ty Cobb laces one over to left field. Ty Cobb leads it off with a single. Eric Jeter looking to keep it going. Equipping the line drive. Jeter right down the middle. Lined hard to left center field. Lined. Just off the top of the fence. Just shy of the home run. But that will buy Eric Jeter plenty of time for a double. And Ty works his way all the way around to score. It is now 14-13 Golds. Ingrid Dahlman looking to ground. And it is the fireball that causes Ingrid to swing and miss and forces Derek out of the hit and run option. Fouled away by Ingrid on the outside pitch. Out and in curve. Fouled again by Ingrid. .64 power, 18 contact. This girl has a propensity to foul. She lets a heater pass inside. Another fastball, this time well outside. Kenny Powers has thrown multiple fastballs at this point. That one way off target. You have to wonder if AI Kenny Powers is running really low on stamina. Ingrid Dahlman once again fouls it away. In and out curve, fouled once again by Ingrid. Ingrid continuing to foul, continuing to extend this at-bat. The heater passes low. Ingrid doesn't chase. Quality AB from Ingrid. Can she cap it off with a base hit? Heater right down the middle. Ingrid on her horse, scrambling her way to first, and she will get there in time as Barry Larkin elects to throw to second to hold Derek Jeter. Does not want to chance Jeter making his way to third. Here comes Mo Vaughn. Swung at with the early swing and a miss. Mo Vaughn. The heater catches the top of his very tall strike zone. Heater to the inside, just barely. My goodness, what a take. I would not have taken that. But it is a ball. Heater right up the middle. Mo Vaughn floats one over to the right side. And I believe that is Betty? No. Olga. That's Olga on right, making the out. And Derek advancing over to third. Kristen Sullivan. Bouncing a grounder straight up the middle. Bounces right over to Kenny. Derek looking to run, but then having to make a very quick retreat. And it is Fernando Diaz with the bases loaded. Fernando Diaz, 67 power, 16 contact. Fernando looking to make something happen on the ground. Watches a ball pass inside. The out and in curve, knocked away foul. Has 2 out of 3 runners on the hit and run. And he bounces one to the left side. Barry Larkin trying to make a play. The play to third, not in time. Everyone advances one base, and it is 14-14. The Expos do hold the advantage because of the runs allowed tiebreaker. Eddie Houston looking to continue this rally. There's only one out. The bases are loaded. Hit hard. Oh, it went foul. I saw the ball just instantaneously disappear as if it vaporized, but no, it was foul. Slow ball, scraping the inside part of the zone for a strike. Eddie looking to hammer one. It's a heater, a high heater, grounded over to Barry Larkin. The throw to second in time. The throw to first, not quite in time. And that will allow Ingrid to score. 15-14 Expos. Trevor Jones bounces a grounder over to the right side. Kristen on her horse. No one occupying first, but second base is occupied for the very slow Betty, and the out is made. It is 15-14 Expos. Halfway through the fourth inning. No, halfway through the fifth inning, through 4.5 innings. Tina Herrera on the AI side is out. Ty Cobb on the AI side. Bounces a grounder right up the middle. Parker cannot make the play quite in time. And it is a hard hit ball from, I believe that's Ingrid. Marcellus kind of running in, not throwing the ball in, as Ty Cobb's looking to go all the way around. Only to get caught in a pickle. Kenny Powers misses the tag, as I believe that is Ingrid for the AI Expos has made her way to second. Derek Jeter with runners on second and third. No force, only one out. Foul ball on Jeter. The Golds can't very much afford to give up more runs to AI. Bounces one to the left field. Olga with her very weak arm cannot make a play. It is Ingrid rounding third, trying to get home. Ingrid caught in a pickle. Ty Cobb scores, and that's a second run for the AI Expos. The Expos' advantage increases to 15-13, a 2-run advantage now, as Mo Vaughn for the AI is looking to drive Jeter in. 0-2 with 2 outs now. That one is a bit too low. Kenny continuing to aim inside. Bounces a ground ball straight to Kenny. Kawaguchi, that is. Throw to first in time, and that ends the AI Expos threat. Bottom of the fifth, The Golds trail by 2. They need 3 to win because of the runs allowed tiebreaker. 2 innings to go for the Golds. About as close as you can get. Kenny Kawaguchi bounces a grounder to the left side. Ty Cobb runs forward, scoops it up. The throw to first in time. Here comes Murray Goldman. Looking at the bottom of the Golds lineup here. They got to make something happen. 7, 8, 9 hitters to lead it off for the Golds in the 5th. Murray Goldman. The 1-0. Pokes a grounder over to the right side. Mo Vaughn grabs it, steps on the bag. Libby Futterman now. Equipping the power bat quickly. Not sure if that was a heater or a slow ball to the right side, but it bounces right over to Betty Houston, who makes a solid throw to first, and that's 3 up, 3 down for the Golds. We head into the 6th inning, and it is 15-13, the Expos with the advantage. Swing and a miss from AI Barry Larkin. Larkin is out at first. Here comes AI Kenny Powers. Kenny Powers moving very, very slowly, having hit the ball to center field. Having thrown multiple fireballs, it's understandable. AI Parker Collum now. Knocked away foul. Parker grounds one over to the left side. Kristen scoops it up. The routine play to first is made. It is the player-controlled Golds who are going to need to make a statement. But first, the player-controlled Expos are looking to add some insurance. They currently lead by 2. Swing and a miss from Tina. Grace Tipton coming in to pitch. Coming in from third base once again. Ball to the inside, well inside. Marcellus Marks coming in now. From all the way out in center field. Good place for Grace to end up. Foul ball knocked away. 1-2 to Tina Herrera. The only low power batter on the Expos lineup. She wants to ground her way on. Not exactly a grounder, more of a floater to the shortstop position, but Barry Larkin cannot make the play, and Tina will reach on the error. And now we've got the rest of the lineup. Ty Cobb, 68 power, 100 contact. Pure liner hitter. And there's another liner floating over to the left side, bounces right in front of Kenny Kawaguchi. Tina off the hit and run will reach second in time. 2 straight singles. And now here comes Derek Jeter looking to add some serious insurance for the Expos. The heater in there for a strike. Another heater. On the outside corner, Derek Jeter pops one over to the first base position, but Derek Jeter is tagged out before he can reach first, following the error made by Libby. 1 out, but runners on second and third, no force. Ingrid Dahlman looking to ground one the other way and then dart her way over to first. Mo Vaughn is on deck. Mo Vaughn, who has a home run. Ingrid faces 2-0. This bodes well for Ingrid. She just wants to get on first. The heater down the middle. Low once again. It is 3-0. Heater right down the middle. Ingrid bounces one between pitcher and catcher. Ingrid sprinting and not contested at first. The bases are loaded for Mo Vaughn. The 2-run lead is not particularly safe in the rBBL. He's looking to add some insurance. Blasts a liner straight past Libby, and it bounces over to right field, where I believe Olga fields it and brings it in. Mo is caught between bases. Ty Cobb scores. Ingrid caught between bases. And that is Tina, who is also scoring. We may want to look at some, we may want to look over that again later for questions on cheese. As move on, will easily steal second. The AI golds make no attempt to prevent the steal. Okay. I just wasn't certain. It looked a little crazy. Kristen Sullivan faces 1-1 after swinging and missing on the heater to the inside. Slow ball to the outside. Kristen hammers one hard to center field, but Grace is on her horse. Grace with an outstanding athletic catch, but that will allow Ingrid to tag up. Mo looking to tag up, but wisely retreats off his slow speed, while Ingrid speeds her way home from third, making it 18-13, I believe. 2 outs now. Fernando Diaz looking to add a little bit more insurance. Harry Larkin keeps Mo from moving as Fernando will get on. Here comes Betty Houston. 2 homers on the day. Could do a lot to secure the Expos lead right now. One to Betty. Slow ball way outside. Peter to the inside. Betty pops one over to left. There is confusion in left field, but it is Barry Larkin with the catch while straddling right over Kenny Kawaguchi. The Montreal Expos finish with a score of plus 18. Plus 18, the mark to beat. The Golds sit at plus 13. 5 runs will tie it, but they will lose off the runs allowed tiebreaker. The Golds need 6. But first, they need to get through the AI Expos batting lineup. AI Kristen Sullivan watches 2 slow balls inside. And a third for the strikeout. AI Chipper Jones is up now. Slow ball is low. That one got away from Kenny. AI Chipper Jones tried to lean into it, tried to get hit in the face, deliberately gets hit in the face this time. But Clanky does not allow him to advance. Chipper Jones fouls one away. Chipper Jones swings and misses, and now faces a full count after having previously gotten hit in the face deliberately. It is a foul ball to extend the at-bat. And ball 4. Dang. I wanted to see someone strike out after having gotten hit in the face with a baseball. That would have been a neat fun fact to put in the lore. In any case, it is AI Betty Houston inexplicably trying a bunt, despite her incredibly slow speed. Is it a feint, maybe? Bunt fouled off, and she watches a slow ball pass inside for ball 1. This time, just barely a strike. I'm not sure I would have called that a strike. AI Betty with the early swing and miss. And now AI Fernando, the last opportunity for some Expos insurance. Pops one over to the left side. Olga on the move. Can't quite get there in time. And it is Derek Jeter once again looking to score. He's making his way to third. He is rounding third, trying to get all the way home. Kenny Powers fielding it. Not in time. And now the Gold score has diminished to plus 12. They need 7 in the bottom of the 6th to win. Tina Herrera at the plate for the AI Expos. Up between third and short. There is some confusion. Interference from the runner a little bit, maybe. Kenny Powers with the catch. The Golds need 7. The run display must read 22 in order to extend this to a game 6. Harry Larkin, top of the order, fouls it off to start the bottom of the 6th. They need 7 runs. All 1, curved well outside. Slow ball to the inside. Bouncing over to the left side, it is Ty Cobb looking to field it. The throw to first not in time. Barry aboard with the single. At step 1. Grace Tipton looking to keep the rally going. Is the speedster looking to ground her way on with hit and runs. It bounces right past Chipper Jones, doesn't make an attempt to catch. And Barry and Grace both advance. Beautifully done. And now it is Marcellus Marks. Contemplating the line drive, switching over to power. Wants to mash. Heater to the inside. Lined, hard, straight past Ty Cobb in the shortstop position. It is Derek Jeter in left center field, fielding the ball, but that will not get any outs. The bases are loaded for Parker Collum. He has 2 homers on the day already. He needs a third, and he pops one up over to the right side. Will Mo be able to reach it, or is it going to hit the dugout? It hits the dugout. Parker Collum wants a home run more than anything right now. Swing and a miss. Anything other than completely frozen over 110% juice, perhaps. But it's 0-2 to Parker. Curveball. Low. An incredibly good take from Parker Collum. Peter to the inside. Swung at and missed. That was inside. Should not have swung at that. But with 2 strikes, must have felt he couldn't take a chance. Olga Tollefson looking to hit and run. Everyone's on the move. It is... Who was that at third? Fernando Diaz at third, it looks like. No. Not Fernando. Yes, that was Fernando. But the throw home was booted by catcher Tina Herrera. Kristen Sullivan back on the mound now. And that is a score. 1 of the 7 runs the Golds need. 2 home runs for Kenny Powers. There will be none bigger than another one right now. A pair of crazy balls. 1 for a ball, 1 for a strike. Eddie Houston coming in. A little bit of shuffling for the AI pitching alignment. Strike just barely scrapes the top of the zone. Kenny Powers switching over to the line drive on 2 strikes. And still do some damage to the line drive swing. Fouls one away. A great foul to extend the at-bat. The out and in curve. An incredibly good foul ball that bounces off the bat and off of Kenny's shoulder. Kenny losing patience, switches over to the power bat. The out and in curve. Swung at, missed. An early swing from Kenny Powers. Now Kenny Kawaguchi. He used to be a hero. Curveball. Bounces a grounder. Straight in front. Eddie Houston scoops it up but cannot make a play because of her weak arm. And that will score Grace Tipton. It is now 18-14. Barry Goldman looking to get everyone moving. The hit and run. It bounces right. It flies right over Fernando's glove, and Ingrid boots it. Olga rounding third, and Olga will score along with, I believe that's Marcellus. Libby Futterman. There are 2 on, 2 out. It's a slow-mo, and Libby bounces a grounder right onto the back of Eddie. Oh my goodness. Barry Larkin needs to drive in 3 runs. 3 runs need to come in. Barry Larkin could do it. Libby is the winning run. The winning run is on first. Here's Barry Larkin with the power bat. He has 84 power, 58 contact. And Kenny advances and retreats. Cannot use the hit and run now. This would be the walk-off to end all walk-offs. Swung at, fouled away on the 1-0. 1-1 to Barry Larkin. Winning runs on first, bottom of the 6th. Out and in curve. Bounces a grounder to the right side along the foul line. Murray is slow to get to third, and the out at third is made. The Expos have done it. A huge sigh of relief from Matt95 as the Expos are throwing their gloves in the air, jumping for joy, having won this series in 5 games.
Oh my
3.5
God.
to 1.5.
Oh no.
The winning run at the plate, the winning run at first, and what decides it was the slow advancement of Murray to third base. The final score, I believe, was 18 to 16 Expos here in Game 5. It was that close. There it is, right there.
I am actually so upset. That was probably the best game this league has had in a very long time. In a very long time.
An instant classic.
Oh my goodness.
Massive, massive congratulations to Matt95 for an absolutely spectacular season with a spectacular team, and Chargeider making history with that tie and taking him to such a tight and intense series. That was riveting. 0-2 ball is riveting ball. Both at the high and low levels. It's a lot of fun.
You could tell that there was absolutely no way either team was going to go down without a fight. Even when the Expos had those lesser offensive games, and even when the Golds were giving up a few runs here and there was no sense of, let's just call it here or anything like that. It was, both coaches gave it their 100% every single at bat, every single pitch. That I'm practically speechless at this point. We just pause on the final scores here. There you go.
The Expos dogpile on the mound. They run after the Gatorade container, but they are all too small to pick it up. Ty Cobb might have enough muscle, maybe not. Ty Cobb might have enough muscle to lift it up.
I said Cobb has that track star as a track and field type strength, where he definitely does
Ty
have
Cobb's
it.
not picking. Yeah, backyard kid Ty Cobb is not picking up that Gatorade container.
It's all good. I think I see the parents helping them out. Ah, there we go. Yeah. No, wait. Hold on. They're pushing it. Matt's pushing everyone out of the way. Ah, here he goes. He's picked it up. He's poured it on himself. There we go. That's how we get it done. I think we might have Matt here in a few seconds for the post-game interview. I should probably stop showing the Jodo's background here. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, our winning coach, Matt95 of the 2002 Montreal Expos. Matt, tell us right now, how you feeling?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Awesome. So how are you feeling right now?
I told Chargeider at the beginning of the series that every game was going to be a race to 20. So 18 is a little bit less than 20. I didn't know if that would be enough. And it just very barely was.
How did you feel about your team throughout? You were pretty dominant throughout the entire regular season. Did you have any doubts going into the postseason that you were going to face a team who gave you enough of a run for your money as Chargeider did?
Well, even in the beginning of the playoffs, going to Sandy, because I lost there twice, and Flying J was, what was he, 12-2, 13-1. So I knew that I had to win at least one game there, and I did by maybe by like 1 or 2 runs. So that was the biggest kind of hurdle to get over. And then like Char's team can obviously score a lot, but there's a lot of weak arms. So I knew that I would be able to score a lot too, and it just came down to whoever would score the most, which is the point of this game, and that's why we play it.
That's right. That's how sports work. Do you have like a postseason MVP or a team MVP you want to shout out?
I mean, I think Betty Houston was the best 9th round pick. I think she had 7 home runs in the World Series. And I think maybe Ty Cobb had like 20 something hits. I was putting my stats together from all 5 games to combine them up, and I think those two were the best. And also Fernando is, I think, the best pitcher in the league. He's been great every game.
No, he is a great pitcher in this game for sure. Mello, do you have any questions for our hero right here?
Not particularly.
Okay. I think the next question here would be what's the future look like for Matt 95 and company? Assumedly, not even assumedly, I mean just straight up, you guys are both going to the you and Charguider are both going to the 01 league should you guys come back next season. You looking to stick with the Expos? You're looking to branch out?
That's a good question, actually. I chose the Expos because I've played with them in B-ball, and because obviously they don't exist anymore. So that's the only team you can choose that was a real team and doesn't exist. And I was very busy during like the preseason time when we could choose our team names. So I didn't even think about a custom team name. But now I might. I don't know. I have a few ideas. I like the Pokemon theme that Charguider started. Also, that's a good one. But definitely want to come back next season. Definitely want to try my luck in 01. Hopefully win a few games. But that's the plan.
Heck yes.
Also ice cream. I got to have an ice cream party now.
Oh, no. Yes, please. No. Go have your ice cream party for sure. Obviously. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the Expos. Obviously, congratulations to Charguider as well. You guys all did fantastic and have a fantastic off season and good luck.
Oh my God, Matt, look out. Look behind you. The kids are all tackling you and screaming at you.
I told them not to do that. They're not supposed to do that. That's how you tear ACLs. We're not young anymore.
Exactly. My goodness. Well, thank you very much, Matt. Good luck to you this upcoming season. We will look forward to seeing how you and the rest of the crew does this upcoming season. 15 seasons. Holy crap. It feels like just yesterday I was signing up for season 10 for the very first time. Time has freaking flown. My goodness. Well,
all right. Well, thank you guys for streaming this game. Obviously, you picked a good one. Mello, great job on the call. Really appreciated that, and we'll see you next season.
You're very welcome. It's always
yes.
a pleasure to be on the mic, especially for a game as excellent as this.
Mello's
Thank you for putting in the work to enable me to call such a great game.
Mello's gotten a bunch of good games here in the past few. I will never. This one, Reds and Brewers is always going to be at the top for me, but this one got really close. This one got really darn close. Yeah, with that all being said, that'll end today's very, very, very active day of competitive backyard sports play. There's still more coming up this week. Come the 30th or 31st, I don't think they've decided yet, but we will see CRK and KC in another week 1 matchup in the first week of BBOL. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, for Mello and for Charguider and for Matt 95, this is Alex saying good night, good season, and with that being said, the Season 14 2002 League has officially come to a close.